and shoulder. So right now we did hold this area, okay, and then bounce right off that area. This is the head right now. So we just bounce right off the 200 moving average. Remember I talked about the 200 moving average, how this area also hold as a support or resistance. That's what happened. We bounced right off that area. Now we're bouncing off the downtrend that was created around 20. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. Well, what I got going on today is going to be simple. It's going to be long-term stocks, and these are going to be large cap and large price stocks. Why? Because the market right now is at the downside, and the market is looking to push higher to the upside. For now, we have what I call the inverse head and shoulder pattern that the market is really putting up. When you take a look at it here, I did explain it in my previous video, and at this point in time we have this inverse head and shoulder, which technically means, you know, is a reversal pattern, and this area right here is the head of that inverse head and shoulder. So now with resistance around the 385, we're looking to push through this level in the market, and right now what we need to do is to hedge our portfolio. If we have a long-term stock coming into this name, overall resistance is going to come in at a 50 exponential moving average once we get through 390. So take a look at my previous video. I did talk more about the market and what I'm expecting the market to do in this coming week. Now, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock whatsoever. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now we got that out of the way. Our first stock here is going to be Apple. Why am I calling Apple? Why do I need to really talk about Apple? The reason is because Apple right now is at a discount. If you look at this trend, at this point, we keep rejecting this path, right? This downtrend. This is called the downtrend, and we just keep rejecting this path. So now I'm expecting Apple to break through the 20 exponential moving average, and then we continue pushing to the upside. Okay, Apple, I got Apple around the $130 spot, which we did make a somehow double bottom here and bounce into downtrend resistance, only to put up another double top and back down into 135. So when you look at this chart, now you know that we have an inverse head and shoulder pattern forming as well around this area. So my support is going to be 135, which is holding right now, right, with our resistance around this 20 exponential moving average before we, you know, proceed into that downtrend. So keep an eye out on Apple. I think Apple has a way to go. Okay, also we're talking about PayPal. PayPal is also another strong holding for me as well. I have some position on Apple PayPal. So right now PayPal is working the $70, $72 area right around here. So if we can break through the $75, $76 spot, I think we're looking at $80. So, you know, you want to play this stock well. You want to buy at the bottom and sell at the top, but in most cases it's not always like that, and there's no way to time the market. So you just have to look for a very solid support, and then, you know, get your position and sell into resistance. Okay, so you see right now on PayPal, see how we've been rejecting in terms of resistance, rejecting this area of a resistance, our 50 exponential moving average area. So right now, if we can break through this 20 and hold this 20 exponential moving average, then we're going to be looking at the downtrend to break, which coincide with our 50 exponential moving average spot. So keep an eye out on PayPal as well, is some of our long-term holding. We're talking about Square. Why Square? Square, small businesses they also use Square as well. So I think right now we are at a discount. If we can break through this 20 exponential moving average, which also coincide with that downtrend, guess what? We can push right into $80 per share on that name. It also reminds me of playing Exxon stock. Okay, this is Exxon, XOM. All right, Exxon, on this name I got some around the 50 exponential moving average, and this stock pushed all the way to 105. I sold some of my position around the 104, 105 area, and it did push right into 107. Guess what? I'm not mad or sad about selling too soon, because guess what? It was just 2 points from where I sold. It's better to take out money from the market than being greedy and end up losing all your holdings. So it's always good to have risk management in play. If you have risk management in play, you should be all right. So right now, I did say the stock is going to pull back down to the 20 exponential moving average to retest it. We did pull back down, and all of a sudden we tried to push through again, but we just couldn't because of the crude oil futures. So right now we're making this W-shaped pattern, which right now 85 is the support for now. Like I said in the previous video, that this 85 is going to act as a support. We have a double bottom right now, making this double bottom. I'm expecting the bounce right into $90 on this Exxon stock, so keep an eye out on that as well. We also have Salesforce, right? Salesforce is another one to keep an eye out. Right now, $190 is the ultimate goal, but for now we have obstacle to climb through. So we have the 20 exponential moving average and the 50 exponential moving average area. See how it has been holding and making lower highs at this point. So you see right now every lows is just getting higher and higher and higher. So that trend is coming in, that uptrend is coming in, telling us that this cannot go below if the market for any reason does a fantastic job. So now we're talking about Boeing as well. Reason why I like Boeing for a long-term play is very simple, because they make airlines, right? They make planes that we use day in day out to travel from places to places. So I don't think Boeing is going to run out of go out of business in any time soon, but right now their stock is doing good, and we're expecting it to break through this 50 exponential moving average. If we can break through this area, then we should be all right. It's in a very good area, good position right now, as we are holding this 135, 136 area as a support. So keep an eye out. If price breaks through 143, 145, I think we should see 150 in the coming days on Boeing. Also, let's talk about the Chinese stocks. My favorite is more of US stocks, but this Chinese stock, this is Alibaba. Alibaba for them is like Google, or like Amazon of all people, right? But for now, keep an eye out on this 121 area, 122 area, which is our 200 moving average. I talked about it last week in my previous video. I talked about the possibility of Alibaba getting to that 200 moving average and reject it. That is exactly what happened, because we made double top around this 200 simple moving average, only to pull back down and hold our uptrend right here. So right now we have this doji, which is an indication of a reversal. So we're pushing and bouncing through this area right now in attempt to start our resistance again. So we're gonna retest this area, see if it holds, but guess what? You have to watch for volume, see if volume comes into the name. Also, we have GameStop as well. GameStop is another one to keep an eye out on. Right now we're fighting the battle of the 20 and 50 exponential moving average right here. So if price can continue to hold 120, I think we can push through with volume. With the help of volume coming in, we can push back into the 140, 145. And again, this is our 200 moving average area to keep an eye out on as well. We also have AMC. AMC is entertainment holdings, and right now they're movie theaters. We got nobody in the movie theaters, but for now I think this trend is what you're going to watch, because right now price break through the 50 exponential moving average, we can break through this downtrend, and then we can boom into the $16 spot. So keep an eye out on that as well. AMD, we've been talking about AMD for a long period of time, about the semiconductors and all that, and why we have shortages in the semiconductor space. But right now, stocks that are really of long-term hold, you have to be buying at the decent support, decent level. Okay, there's always a risk in the market, but if you play it nicely, if you play it well, you should be all right. You shouldn't worry about the risk involved. You should just be worried about picking stocks at the right moment. Right now, this MU, which is Micron Technology, is holding this downtrend, this trend right now. So this is our trend support, of which we tap on Friday in anticipation of the move to the upside. See how this candle really, this is like a hammer candle pattern at this point in time. That means a solid move to the upside is coming. So keep an eye out on Micron as well. I also talk about AMD as well, advanced micro devices. So right now this stock, right now we have support. Right now we just hit this spot the third time. The third time is a charm, right? That's what they say. Right now we got this area and also another one. Now we're making the third one. So keep an eye out on this $70 spot for the bounce to the upside. But our resistance will come in, which is our immediate resistance at $80 per share. So keep an eye out on that as well. You know, there's nothing wrong picking up some up at this point in time in anticipation for the move to the upside. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy these stocks. Amazon, what have we got here? We got Amazon really holding level of support. Why did I say level of support? If you take a look at the chart, well, you will notice how Amazon has been bouncing off this area, and right now we just bounced right off this area on Thursday and just closed right above that level on Friday. So now we have to work through the 20 exponential moving average. If we can get through the 20 exponential moving average, guess what? We're back into the 115 zone. They just did the split, and Amazon right now is a good take, not a recommendation again. Now let's take a look at Google as well. Okay, right now it is really choppy in my opinion, so keep an eye out on this area. The split is gonna come in and we should be all right. Meta, META, this is Meta platform, aka Facebook, right? So right now Facebook, what I call a downtrend. Facebook is downtrending, it's pushing lower and lower and lower and lower. So right now, keep an eye out on this area. We have this grave doji sign that we're looking at. 160 area is going to act as our support. So look for more to the upside into this 20 exponential moving average in favor, as the market favor most of this long-term stock. We'll also talk about Walmart. Why Walmart? Walmart is also a recession stock, right? These are the kind of stocks you put in your portfolio, you hold in your portfolio in anticipation of a move to the upside. And still, I don't think Walmart is going to go out of business anytime soon. So look for decent area to pick some up, and then we should be all right. Look for more to the upside as the market favors Walmart as well. And Tesla, all right, everybody loves Tesla, right? Except the short sellers. They just don't love Tesla because of the momentum, because of Elon Musk. But guess what? The stock right now is at a discount. So look for price action around this area. See how we've been rejecting this area of support. We just keep bouncing right off, right, for past 3 trading days. So look for 703, $700. If we can get $700, I think we should be able to push right into 725. Okay, so keep an eye out, keep a close watch on Tesla as well. We're also talking about Palantir. Palantir, they have a lot of contracts with the government, and not only the US government, other foreign government as well. So right now I'm looking for price to continue, because why? We've actually filled this gap that was created and back down to retest the 20 exponential moving average. Look at that doji. Guess what? We're bouncing right off. This candle right here is a confirmation. As we break through 50 exponential moving average, we should be all right to push into $10.50. AVGO, this is Broadcom. Broadcom right now is back to the lows, right? So look for a bounce off this side, which I call the bottom bounce play. So keep an eye out on that as well. Also, we have United Health. United Health right now, this 520 is acting as a resistance, and when the price really touched this area for so long, guess what? We'll push back down to the downside. Our support on this name is going to be 510. If 510 breaks, then we're going to be looking at $500 per share on UNH. JP Morgan. Let's talk about the banks real quick. JP Morgan Chase right now, we have what we call the bottom play. So we're looking for a bottom bounce play, which of course is happening right now. So keep an eye out. If this can break through 117, which coincide with our 20 exponential moving average, I'll be expecting more to the upside on that as well. Now let's take a look at AT&T. AT&T right now really held what I call this inverse head and shoulder. So right now we did hold this area, okay, and then bounce right off that area. This is the head right now. So we just bounced right off the 200 moving average. Remember I talked about the 200 moving average, how this area also hold as a support or resistance. That's what happened. We bounced right off that area. Now we're bouncing off the downtrend that was created around $21 per share. So right now we are on our way higher into $22-25. Next is going to be MROK. MROK right now, the same looking chart pattern like the AT&T. So right now $74 is your area. If we can break through $74, I think 76 will come easily. Netflix and chill. Oh my goodness, it's always good to chill, right? But guess what? Right now we have a huge gap for Netflix to cover. If Netflix can fill this gap right here, guys, we will be all right. So right now 250 is that area to watch. Anyways, we can break through this downtrend, we should be good, we should be all right. So keep an eye out for Netflix. It does look good, you know, as well. So docu as well, we're looking for a bottom bounce peak on docu. Thank you guys, thank you for your time, thank you for being here, and I hope that the market, remember, hope is not a strategy, but I think, you know, we can bounce this coming week, this coming quarter. So keep an eye out on the market, just play cautiously, play wisely, and look for the best stocks that you think will stand the test of time. Thank you guys for being here. The remaining chat, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter and on my stock tweet account. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.